All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Leo. Deep grip.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
They'll try the left side. Thorpe, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult goal to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down. Purdy. They'll run the screen with Mack. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now,
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Thorpe, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Hey, high 7 on the ball.
Watch the run.
From the gun, Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a give, right side. Thorpe. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
From the gun on third down. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go.
2nd and 6. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't
into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Check 50.
On 2nd down, Thorpe. And he spins past him and into space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 24.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Now they try the right side here.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pick it up. Watch the safety creep. Hey, switch gears.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now a handoff looking right. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check three.
He may try and run for this. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go. Don't be scared of it. Go, get it.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. Looking sideline, incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Purdy. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down now, Thorpe. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
It's 3rd down and 15.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On 2nd down, Thorpe. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
36-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Check. Get it.
To throw on second down. Purdy. Got an open man. It's Washington. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
Check 43.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. man, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 97 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They can't hang with that. Look at me. Steve Griffin.
On first down, Purdy. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Back to throw. Purdy in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jackson to return. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On first down, Thorpe. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Whip. 80 weapon. Watch the whip. Get it.
From the gun, Purdy. He sets to fire deep. This is caught at the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 59 yards.
First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ready?
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64. Weak.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
General West. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Go.
Operating from the gun. Purdy, flush to his right. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They'll try to run it with Mack. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back. Say.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
We own them. Kill. 25. Wait. Slam. Delta.
From the gun, Fields. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? 44. Watch the curl.
Throwing on first down. Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Looking to throw. Purdy. He completes this one to Mack.
It's easy work and it's coming again.
It's a gain of 11.
Down. 15 line. You better bring. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
To throw on third down. Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.